Twins, oh my god, twins. We are becoming auntie of twins. Guess what, babies with their genes. How adorable they will be. I can't take this much happiness. Please kill me. Jia and So-yeon screamed loudly while hugging each other. Jimin picked the chopsticks and glared at them. Let me kill you both. Jimin's glare is a boring hole in their soul. He is happy to get the news, but for him Jungkook is just a baby. Worries killing his. You guys are letting the whole world know about this. By the way, I am going to Jeon mansion today. Both Jia and So-yeon looked at each other before drifting towards Jungkook. You are going to Jeon mansion? But why? Jia asked cautiously. She knows how they would react to twin babies' news. They already don't like Taehyung. Then the way this entire thing happened. Actually, our grandma has come from Busan. So she insisted Cookie join us for dinner. Jimin said, leaning on the chair. His expression is clearly portraying how much he hates the idea of this dinner. This is a really displeased decision made by his parents and brother. She is a bitch. So-yeon, the girl who curses occasionally, actually curses now. She looks at Jungkook, who is looking sad. This happens every time their grandma visits them. Guys, leave this matter. You know Cookie will be sad like usual. And do you know one thing, that Bora's case is being closed without lack of proof? Jia glanced at Jungkook, who was unbothered by everything like he didn't do anything. Don't you think something is fishy? Like how come Bora accepts this? So-yeon asked with a frown. But there isn't any news about Bora. Last time she was seen at the airport, but now she has vanished in thin air. Jimin looks at Jungkook with suspicious eyes. Why are you looking at me like this? Don't you trust your own brother, Hung? Jungkook asked while blinking his eyes repeatedly. He is indeed looking too innocent to do this kind of thing. But I really don't know anything about her. Jungkook said truthfully, which is clear by his facial expressions. I have full trust in you. That's why I am suspecting all this. Tell me something, why did you do this in the first place? Jimin asked with irritation while Jungkook just pouted as if Jimin was asking him about stealing candy. She was eyeing my man. Jungkook said casually. He then shoved the fried rice-filled spoon in his mouth. While chewing the food, he glanced at the trio, who was looking at him with a crunchy nose. Seriously, Koo, you are being way too insane. Already I am becoming depressed about Hobie's dating rumors. Show some sympathy, at least cry for me. Jia said dramatically while So-yeon smacked her head. With a glare, Jia looked at So-yeon and snatched her fried chicken. So-yeon tried to snatch it back. Jia immediately licks a small portion, making So-yeon grit her teeth. He is literally an idol. And if he dates, then it's his personal matter. Why are you behaving like this? So-yeon glared at her while speaking each and every word. I consider him my husband. He is my damn man. Do you have any problem? Jia asked but gulped afterwards. She is scared by So-yeon's long lecture over the matter. The bickering keeps going. Jungkook was enjoying his food while watching the never-ending drama. Jungkook walked outside the car and smiled at the driver. The driver smiled back at him, cooing at the cute small bean. Uncle, you go. I will come with hubby. And also don't tell Jin Hyungi that I ate ice cream. Jungkook said while already moving away from the car. The driver just chuckled and left from there. Jungkook smiled, mumbling his favorite song while swaying his hips. He smiled at the receptionist while waving his hand. Meanwhile, the receptionist also did the same with a wide smile. He jumps towards the elevator mumbling the same verse again and again. Taehyung, who was busy checking someone's information, flinched slightly at the loud burst of the door opening. He somehow knows who comes to the office room. After all, only one person has the audacity to do so. He closed the laptop and stood up only to see a pouting Jungkook standing at the door. Hubby, you know I am sad. I don't like going to university. Also, my leg is hurting from walking too much. Why am I even going to university? Jungkook complained, white sulky voice. His eyes are trying hard to take out some water drops. At last one single drop, but that didn't work. Taehyung picked Jungkook up effortlessly. Jungkook also wrapped his hands on Taehyung's nape. He pushed his body more upward and wrapped his legs on his handsome hubby's waist. His face shoved inside his husband's neck, sniffing the alluring scents to calm his nerves down. Taehyung walked to the sofa placed on the cabin. He placed Jungkook carefully. Eventually, after placing the bunny boy on the soft place, his hand stayed on the exact place more than necessary. Jungkook looked at those vacant eyes with an aching heart. Wait here, Taehyung said and disappeared into the bathroom. Jungkook was swinging his legs looking at the beautiful wedding photo hanging in the room. They both look beautiful together. Actually the bestest. Taehyung walked outside holding a small plastic bucket and 2 towels. He placed the bucket on the floor and soaked the towel with the hot water. He forwarded the wet towel to Jungkook's face, cleaning it gently. Jungkook smiled at Taehyung casually. "Hubby, did you have lunch?" Jungkook asked while stopping Taehyung's hand, which was busy cleaning his legs. Taehyung didn't say anything, he just looked at Jungkook. Jungkook always cares for him. The first person who accepts Taehyung. "I did. You already called at lunchtime." Taehyung continued his work while talking. "Hubby, we have to attend the dinner. Maybe grandma insisted that we stay there," Jungkook said while playing with Taehyung's hair. His voice showed hesitation. He tries harder to surface the hesitation and worries, but all he can do is lay bare in front of the man whom he wants more than anything. Taehyung looked upward just to look at Jungkook's eyes. Jungkook isn't someone who can hide his expression too well. At least not in front of Taehyung. Taehyung can see the awkwardness in Jungkook's eyes. The hesitation in his face. The way Jungkook's breath is halting slightly, it's clear that he is in trouble. Trouble in his mind. "If you want to, then we can cancel the plan," Taehyung said, hoping slightly that Jungkook will decline the dinner. But he couldn't cancel it. Taehyung knows the reason. "No, grandma will be angry with me if we don't go there. Maybe my uncles and aunties will be there too. I don't want to make things more complicated." Jungkook said it in a timid voice. Taehyung raised his left eyebrow, a habit of amusement. But the next moment it disappears. He takes out his phone and types a message and sends it afterwards. "I ordered some snacks for you. You eat them, I have some work left," Taehyung said while shoving the phone inside his pocket. Jungkook smiled widely. He took out his phone, but there was only a 2% charge. He cursed his friends, just didn't voice out. With tiny steps he walked to Taehyung and stood in front of him. Taehyung glanced at him. "Do you have any charger?" Jungkook asked with his signature pout. Taehyung tried to voice out something, but it seems like he is frozen for a few minutes just witnessing the pout. His hand itches to wipe away the pout. His thumbs urged him to touch the alluring mole placed just under Jungkook's bottom lips. "Hubby." "Yeah, here," Taehyung said while taking the charger to his table. He handed the charger to Jungkook. "Wait," Taehyung said and took out his phone, later gave to Jungkook. Jungkook looks at Taehyung with widened eyes, but he takes the phone. "Go and play with it." Taehyung's statement only brought a wider smile on Jungkook's phone. He started playing games with Taehyung's phone. "Let's go, hubby. We have to go shopping also. Let's buy something for them. I am telling you to buy a lot of mushrooms for my grandma," Jungkook said to Taehyung, who was busy packing his bag. "Why, your grandma loves mushrooms so much?" Taehyung asked, not minding the conversation much. He is busy to plan how to execute the registered D to satisfy the beast inside him. "No, she has allergies to mushrooms. Actually, it was a severe one. She will die after having it." Taehyung glanced at Jungkook, somehow shocked hearing his baby husband's words. Jungkook looked at Taehyung with his signature innocent pout. The word Taehyung wanted to speak died down in his throat. He couldn't say anything. "Let's go," Taehyung said while cupping his baby husband's hand with his large one. Jungkook blushed hard while smiling. Taehyung took Jungkook's bag and slumped it in his shoulder while his one in his hand. Both start walking away from the office to the parking lot. The shopping mall is filled with people chit-chatting. This isn't somewhere Taehyung roams around. He prefers peace only. People around them keep glancing at them. Taehyung walked towards the boutique holding Jungkook's hand securely. Jungkook smiled looking at the scarf. Mrs. Jeon loves different kinds of scarves. "Hubby, look, this silk scarf for mom. The color is pretty, right?" Jungkook asked, holding the delicate fabric to his own cheek. He is disappointed with his mom, but he obviously loves her so much. Jungkook roams around the boutique and takes out a jacket. He really loves the jacket, and the navy blue color would be too pretty on Jimin. Meanwhile, Taehyung roams around the boutique just beside Jungkook. He brought some casual hoodies for himself and his baby husband. After paying at the boutique, they come to the department store section. He takes out an expensive bottle of single malt whiskey. "This is best for dad. He will love it." "Hubby, which drink do you love the most?" Jungkook asked, looking at Taehyung's face. "Red wine and whiskey," Taehyung answers truthfully, pushing the card which is filled with Jungkook's favorite snacks. They once again walk inside the gourmet food section and Jungkook gives a sheepish smile to Taehyung. Taehyung looked at Jungkook and shook his head. "No mushrooms," Taehyung said and started walking ahead. "Hubby, let's take it just for scaring her. She will be scared just seeing it." Jungkook giggles on his own plan. He looked at Taehyung with his sheepish smile. "And when she scolds me, I will say you brought it because mushrooms are good for your health." And I didn't notice it. Still no. Come, we are done shopping. Also take your uncle and auntie's gift carefully. Taehyung said, pushing the card into the billing counter. While Taehyung is busy paying the bill, Jungkook is busy drinking his banana milk. They both walk inside the Jeon mansion, which is filled with laughter. But the awkwardness is still fresh in the air. Something is heavy around them. The air filled with suffocation only. Your lovely son didn't come yet, Yuri. When will he bless us with his presence? He even insulted my granddaughter. Grandma said with irritation in her voice. She is far from being polite and respectful. The boy who married him might be feeling miserable right now. How can someone like him? Mrs. Jeon's eyes filled with tears. She doesn't like her mother-in-law only for this reason. Mr. Jeon sits on the couch and clears his throat by coughing. Grandma looked at him with anger. She knows now her son will defend his son. He will disagree with her, which she hates a lot. Mom, stop talking bad about my son. What did he do that made you hate him so much? And Jungkook didn't insult them. It's them who insulted Jungkook and his husband. Let's be honest, I also don't like my son-in-law much, but he was a guest here. They tried to insult him and Jungkook just didn't support it. Mr. Jeon said in a stern voice while Grandma chuckled at his statement. Your wife is the one who asked them to come here. She is the one who flaunts their love. Grandma slammed her hand. Mr. Jeon glanced at Mrs. Jeon, who was standing there without saying anything. Yes, she is the one who did that. But they love the idea of flaunting their love. And for that you can't insult my son. He didn't do anything, Mr. Jeon said with his rough voice while Jimin opened the door and witnessed Taehyung and Jungkook standing on the door. Come, Kookie, you also, brother-in-law. Jimin said and moved a little, giving way for them. Suddenly you are becoming too sweet, Hung. Jungkook asked with a wide smile. He likes it when Jimin calls his husband his brother-in-law. Jimin didn't react much. He just rolled his eyes and gently pushed Jungkook's head with a sigh. Jungkook pouted, looking at Taehyung and then Jimin. Taehyung glanced at Jimin and somehow the displeasure was clearly showing. Yeah, now I am an uncle. I want to be a good uncle for my twin babies. They are already blessed by having me as their uncle. But don't think I supported your deed. Jimin said and started walking away from there. Jungkook followed him, smiling slightly. Jungkook, don't run like this. Taehyung said, wrapping his hand on Jungkook's waist. Jungkook blushed, feeling the roughness in his petite waist. His skin is desperate to feel the touch. I am not running, hubby. I am just walking slowly. Don't be afraid, okay? I am here to protect you from my witch grandma. Jungkook smiled at Taehyung. Taehyung just looked at him for longer than Jungkook can imagine. And for Taehyung, time stopped right there. The whole world was wiped away, forgetting their existence. Do it, I need someone to protect me. Taehyung said without caring about anything. Seems like he is in a trance. When the trance broke completely, Taehyung gulped. He didn't intend to say something, at least not intend to display his vulnerability. Let's go, your family is waiting for you. They both walked to the living room. Taehyung didn't bow to them. He just takes his seat on the couch. Jungkook bowed to his grandma and sit beside Taehyung. So you are Kim Taehyung. People are right about you. Grandma said with a smile which didn't reach his eyes. Obviously, something happened, that's when people talked. Taehyung replied, looking at her eyes. The thing which no one does. I like your nature, young man. Grandma said while sipping her tea. Jungkook planned her murder already. His mind already playing the word time to time mannerless. No one has the right to say something to his husband. It's not something likable, ma'am. Taehyung said, flipping his fingers continuously. This is just a habit of playing with knives when stress kills the abilities of pretending to be civic. The attitude you have, it's really something. Grandma said, eyeing Taehyung then Jungkook. Her gaze changed drastically. The amused eyes are now filled with anger. Jungkook understands it really well. But he didn't react. He only gave a half smile. But the uneasiness in his expression is palpable. How are you, Grandma? Jungkook asked with a fake smile. Grandma can say he is faking it. It's clear the way Jungkook's eyes are dimming. Hell, it's clear that Jungkook doesn't want to ask about her well-being. I was good until I saw your face. Grandma said with the same harshness. Her voice filled with resentment. It feels like she is holding a large amount of grudge against Jungkook. Taehyung didn't say anything. He didn't even utter a single word. Just his gaze fixed on Grandma. The cold, calculated eyes seemed really casual, but Jimin saw something else. Taehyung's void eyes are actually filled with millions of things, and that's no way sane. Hubby, let's freshen up. Jungkook said while holding Taehyung's hand. Mrs. Jeon walked to Taehyung, who didn't look at her. Jungkook, go baby, I have to talk with my son-in-law. Mrs. Jeon's sweet smile is actually poisonous for Jungkook. He cannot take the risk of leaving Taehyung all alone. Why, EOMMA. My hubby didn't come here before. How will he know about our room? I am standing here, Jungkook said with his adorable stern voice. Mrs. Jeon couldn't say anything. She just glared at her son, who was being lovesick. Okay, Taehyung, just say you guys had a love marriage in front of his grandma. I know you will think numerous things, but please say something like this. She won't understand anything about this incident. Please say this is planned by both of you. Just made up some lies and make the story powerful enough to serve. And I know how much happy Kooky is for his child, and I won't take this happiness away from him. The kind of person she is, I can say she will be crazy just to abort this baby. Mrs. Jeon said with a tired voice. Jungkook looked at his mother, but he didn't say anything. You don't have to worry about anything. No one can touch their nails who belong to me, Taehyung said and started walking away from the place. Jungkook starts showing all the paintings he chooses and hangs them on the wall of the hallway. Taehyung, being a good husband, just followed him, listening to each thing carefully. And this is my room. I know it's cute, Jimin Hyungi said, adding a bunny-shaped bed and carrot-shaped couch is a bad choice. You tell me, isn't it looking beautiful? Jungkook asked while puffing his cheeks. He is looking too adorable by doing this tactic. He glared at Taehyung, who was busy looking at his face. It's not like Taehyung is unwilling to admire the room, it's just that he couldn't move his eyes from the bunny boy. Hubby, I am getting angry. Say something about my room. Okay, option 1, it's pretty. Option 2, it's cute. Option 3, it's beautiful. The last one is option 4, it's magnificent. Now say something. It's magnificent, Taehyung answered almost immediately, although he can't say if it's for the room or someone. Okay, go and freshen up. Let me meet with Hyungi. I have something to discuss with him, Jungkook said and started walking away from the room, thanking Jimin in his mind. Actually, Jungkook never allows anyone in his room. When he was feeling sick or something, he would run to Jimin's room or any of the rooms so his family could be there. For everyone, that specific bunny theme room is a mystery. And the only reason is in that room the pillow cover is Taehyung printed. The bed sheets are all Taehyung's body parts. Mostly his chest part. The room has more than 200 photo frames and all of them are Taehyung's photos. And now Jungkook has almost forgotten everything. And witnessing his room, he just sighs in relief. After all, his savior did his work perfectly. Okay, Taehyung said and walked inside the washroom. Thank God Jimin took out the huge half-naked poster of Taehyung from there. Jungkook was happy until his mind went towards the washroom photo. He knows Jimin would have taken it out. But his possessiveness kicked in. He starts going towards Jimin's room while blabbering something which he also doesn't know. Why are you running like this, boy? Take it easy, Jimin teased like before they used to when they were stalking Taehyung. Hyungi, how can you look at my hubby's naked chest? This is so shameful. I am disappointed with you, Jungkook said and pouted angrily while Jimin smacked his head. Your man tore that damn shirt in front of the media. The whole world has seen it. Jimin replied nonchalantly while Jungkook pouted more. Why didn't we meet before so I can stop him from doing this? Jungkook makes an ugly crying face while Jimin crunches his nose, being utterly disgusted by this antics. If you guys have met before, then he would have ended up in jail for dating a minor, Jimin said while taking out his laptop, typing something casually. Whenever you open your mouth there is always something bitter. Can't you say something?